Has everyone got a copy of that? Culture shock? Any spares? No? Alright, good. Print mine off. Hang on, can I just grab one? I know you got one from Wally, thank you, I'll go back to it in a minute. Yeah, okay, what we're going to explore, it's kind of relevant to some of this. Now we've discussed part of this, I was just talking about, you know, sense of isolation and so on. We're going to start, look also, this is some critical thinking, cultural transition. How do people deal with changes of cultures? I would argue quite strongly if you've got a lot of that, and you know, you understand history of how these things get created, it's going to help you deal with some of these changes and some of the difficulties. You know, it can help you to some degree, not totally. But so what I'm going to do over the next couple of weeks is throw you different models, partly this one, and there's two others that I'll throw at you, which will hopefully help you make some sense of what you've been experiencing, what you're experiencing now, and perhaps help you think and deal with future. And yeah, so there's this graph on the front. People seen that one before? Who's seen that graph before? Okay, yeah. And that's an average person's way of dealing with culture shock. But not everybody's average. This is what we'll explore. Is this your journey? If not, how was it different? What are the various stages? And does the model help for you to make sense of things? So maybe we'll start this for 10 minutes, yeah, and then I'll hand over to you to look for the place. So, if we look at the diagram there, we've got a honeymoon period up the top, then culture shock, then adjustment, and then mastering or mastery, so the final stages. So, let's have a look at honeymoon period. It says down the bottom, when a student or other individual, so this is designed for like international students, so it's more, you're more other individual, permanent migrant. Relocates to a foreign country, he or she inevitably faces a host, means like a crowd of emotions and reactions, ranging from awe is like amazement, to rejection, isolation, loneliness, disconnection, to assimilation, connection, integration. These emotions make up the 4 stages of culture shock. Honeymoon period, yeah, so on the honeymoon period, when you're preparing to move and during the first few days or weeks, honeymoon period. Extreme joy, enthusiasm, here's the new country, I've been looking at it on the website. You know, Department of Immigration says Australia's a wonderful place, I can get a job. You know, within a week. Yeah, let's go. All right. Responding to the new environment with fascination, an individual will enjoy the differences in fashion, food, social customs, etc. That difference, you kind of enjoy it. This period is exhilarating. You know this word? Fills you with excitement, fills you with energy. Full of observation and discoveries, lasting a few days to a few weeks. Like most honeymoons, however, this stage eventually ends. And what are you left with? Oh my God, marriage. Right, just washing the dirty socks. Yeah, marriage. Oh my God. When an individual sets out to study, live or work in a new country, he or she will invariably experience difficulties, of course, with language, housing, friends, schoolwork. So that first period is often pretty good, but then reality sinks in, doesn't it? Yes. Now, some people, you know, don't have that peak. They arrive and say, oh yeah, you know, people come for various reasons. Some people get dragged here. for various emotional, financial reasons. They don't really want to be here, and they just don't have that. Depends a lot on your own individual experience, doesn't it? So I've done too much talking today, so I'm going to hand over to you. We'll just do each stage at a time and talk about it. Okay, was it a honeymoon for you? Did you stay in the 5-star Intercontinental Hotel, you know, metaphorically? Or was it, you know, a pretty average weekend holiday for you, like a drive to Victor Harbour, you know? And if you did, what was it that you really liked about Australia? You know, what excited you, what exhilarated you? What was it? Was it maybe, oh, I'm going to actually use this language for the first time. I've just been learning it out of books and in classrooms, you know, wow. Or was it, you know, the landscape or the people? What was it? And if it didn't happen to you, you know, why do you think not? What's your story, in other words, in relation to the honeymoon period? Okay? I'll hand it over to you. Or was it divorce straight away? Hopefully there's little hope. Okay, 10 minutes. Try 10 minutes. Just discussion. Share your ideas on honeymoon or not. Why or why not?